1LE identification wasn't intended to evoke a picture of a track-ruling horse auto, initially. It was only a requesting shorthand, a regular production option, a container to check so the line specialist comprehends what to jolt onto the following auto. Some RPO codes have procured a mythos, getting to be showcasing terms unto themselves. ZR1, Z71, Z28. Be that as it may, the 1LE, notwithstanding seeming like a construct trim level with respect to a Cruze, is something exceptional. Hustling has a vast influence in the 1LE's beginnings. In the mid-1980s, Camaros were running in a Canadian showroom stock class called Players Challenge. The equipment GM was screwing on the autos from the processing plant wouldn't cut it, so the designers contrived a break and giving bundle and afterward picked the RPO code to offer it under. GM wasn't showcasing the auto, most likely so as not to attract contenders' thoughtfulness regarding the improvements, but rather by the fifth era GM understood the 1LE reverberated with the Camaro Swarm, and the Zeta 1LE, a dealing with bundle on SS models brimming with streamed down ZL1 bits, brought the RPO code out of lack of clarity. Bear in mind that the 1LE identification is attached onto the back of another legend, ZL1. That code initially snuck greatly underrated, race-formed enormous squares into a couple of unassuming 69 Camaros. Potent stuff. The new ZL1, now in its second era as a supercharged Super Camaro, is a blend of show and go, and it really handles, as well. In the event that the ZL1 1LE is excessively, you can likewise spec 2017 plus V6 and V8s with the track bundle sharing the 1LE code. Chevy jettisoned some weight with a specific end goal to balance the treats it dashed on. What's more, by a few, I mean a great deal. The aluminum bodies on the front stuns, for instance, spared 18 pounds of unstrung mass alone. Altogether, the DSSV stuns are 23 pounds lighter than the magnetic ride framework found on the consistent ZL1. The back seat is more slender, made of stiffer froth, and won't overlay down, that is beneficial for some mass lessening. A more slender back window spares 4 to 5 pounds. It's a wash contrasted with the Noe/CZ/28, which obviously was on a bigger and heavier stage in any case, and around 75 pounds lighter than the present manual transmission ZL1. On the off chance that the gear the 1LE had underneath it was not kidding, so was the place we'd be discovering how everything cooperated. Territory 27 is a fresh out-of-the-box new Canadian street course, only north of the American outskirt in British Columbia. It's long, 3.1 miles, and sufficiently specialized to stack up the 1LE and hurl it around a bit. A portion of the nastier turns would hurl an evil dealing with, huge power auto off with barely a shrug. It's a private track club kind of arrangement, and there's a considerable measure of hoopla about Jacques Villeneuve's inclusion. What's more, considering the Camaro's dashing history north of the outskirt, in an arrangement darkened to Americans, like the Players' Challenge arrangement that generated the OR1LE itself, yet very much recollected by Canadian motorsports nuts, it's a decent place to party. You'd think raising the heaps this much on a streetable tire would mean they'd chomp you hard on the off chance that you overcook them, yet the 1LE's good years give you a long, delicate update that things are going to go sideways. Also, recall, this is legitimate elastic. Falling off the track, I had an acknowledgement that a word I despise was the ideal one to depict the 1LE's association with Area 27, collaboration. Take a moment to get the eye blanche, I'll pause. All great? The 1LE isn't the relaxed track professional killer that, say, the GT3 is. It's sensational. Movements are enormous, the sound is extreme, the hold is colossal. Picture a vintage Trans Am auto that isn't attempting to murder you, that'll really sit without moving. It's engaging, not on the grounds that the points of confinement are colossal, but rather in light of the fact that the peril zone as you work up as far as possible is as fat as those good years. On the off chance that you circle the thing, great, dislike you weren't cautioned. There may be more pleasant autos out there for $70,990, however of that subset not very numerous appear to reprimand material science and biases very like the 1LE. Contrasted straight crosswise over with the customary ZL1, the $7,500 premium appears like an arrangement. It's a considerable measure of cash, yet it takes some genuine secondary selling improvement to get the sort of taking care of out of the thing. See, GM and its partners at Multimatic and Goodyear did all the hard stuff. Pay the person the cash and go play on the track, and whoop on Mustang GT350S.
Subscribe, like, share and comment.